What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jay Gagan Show, live from London with my guy Dominic, CEO of vEmpire, as well as the Moon King. 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗘𝗧 is here. 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗘𝗧, where are you at today?
I am on the moon right now. It's got my friend back over there. He's just chilling back there. But no, I'm back at the office. I'm still in Dallas, Texas. So we got coins to buy. So I gotta hold it down for the crypto kings, man, because you're out there partying every single day while I'm out here working my ass off.
EU journey. EU road trip.
EU road trip. I'm partying a little bit. I'm also doing business meetings and meeting people that we work with. But your background looks good. But let me show you a little bit of a nicer background here, 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗘𝗧. Let me show you what we're working with here in London. Top of the Sky Garden, up about 40 floors. Hold on, let's see if we can get this to focus. Wow, the nicest place that I've ever done a live stream. Shout out to Dom for setting this up. And we have to do it big when we come to London.
So how do you get that? Is that just booked out?
I think Dominic had a connection here.
I had a connect. So my dad works for the company that works in the building. So they've got a elevator that circumvents all of the riffraff. So we managed to come up in a private elevator. Get ourselves a place, but there's plenty of people around us, so I better not talk too loud.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. It's definitely our most packed live stream, and let us know too how the audio is, because we're sharing the AirPods here to make sure it's good. So let us know how the audio is. 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗘𝗧, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you guys good. Whoa!
Did you hear that?
I did hear that, bro. It's like killing my ears.
That too. So, that was pretty loud for all of us. They kicked a metal plank. But 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗘𝗧, what's been going on in the crypto market? You saw that we put Luna Classic here in the title. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get the latest updates on vEmpire from Dominic. And also, rule number one, as always, whenever the Crypto Kings and Dom get together, we're going to talk about Cult. But 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗘𝗧, your take, you've been calling a lot of meme coins and have been pumping. What's been going on in your world in Dallas, Texas?
Man, it's been going crazy. I think that probably one of the biggest surprises in the last 2 weeks since we've last gotten on, proof of memes popped up out of the scene out of nowhere. That's been I think that's probably going to be a very big play. I got in on that at a 10,000 market cap randomly at a night before I went to bed, and it turns out it's actually a layer 1 airdrop. So we spoke about this on the Crypto King show, the Shark Tank. The dev came up and spoke a good game. Has a test net up already and go. You can check out the test net right now. And they've got an NFT release that's going to have a big burn for the supply. So proof of memes has been just killing it lately. There's a new one that popped up on Shark Tank last week, was Memecoins. So everybody knows Cramer from the what television show is he on?
Trending 24/7 on Dexter.
Yes, he's just been just going crazy.
My forehead is
So he's been just trending big time through Twitter, and that thing's been pumping like crazy. So everything that's been showing up on Shark Tank has been just going very wild. Amplify, another Shark Tanker that's just pumping, doing very well. There's been so many that's been. It doesn't feel like a bear market to me. It's a crazy thing. It's crazy to say. It feels like it's like we're on the brink of something, but nothing has been confirmed yet, and that's what it seems like. That's what everyone's waiting for. Those who are in the markets now are just waiting for that one confirmation of a pump in Bitcoin, and when that comes, I have a feeling that these micro caps, these low caps, everything that's been going hard during the bear market is just ready to take off. It's like a slingshot. Cult is like a real big slingshot, just waiting to just release itself. Same thing with VEMP. It's like a slingshot. These guys they're at their lows. So if you're not accumulating at these times right now, I don't know why you're in this game, because we're right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I made a video too on Cult because of our last stream that we had when I was in Italy. We had maybe a week or two ago, probably we had our stream, and you guys were talking about the proposals that are going out and how it's essentially investments in these microcaps, right? Like Cult is you're selling Cult, 13 ETH worth of Cult, putting it into these microcaps, and I think there's like 2 million invested across 96 projects. And you and I, B-Roots, talked offline. Like even if 5 of those hits, even if 10 of those hit, it's like it's going to bring so much money back into the Cult ecosystem.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yes,
VEMP
is going to hit.
I think 26. Yeah,
26.
I don't know. I think my audio might be coming in through somewhere else because Croat said it was a bit dodgy, but hopefully you can hear me. But yeah, we got 26 ETH worth of Cult, and I even gave you a little OTC discount as well, so a bit of extra hemp there.
Yeah, I think like you're gonna see all these coins, these micro caps. You know, what's VEMP at? What, 4 million, $5 million market cap? You know,
I think 5 million when I checked.
5 million. A lot of people in this space right now, when you talk about micro caps, think 5 million is a lot, and 5 million is nothing. Like people don't realize how low 5 million is. And I think something like VEMP is going to smash it for Cult. Think about this. Like I did a video. I don't know if you saw it, Jake, but here in Dallas, there are these little game like shops that are popping up everywhere now. That you can just go in there and you play. You book your slot for an hour, you know, with family or whatever. Put your VR glasses on, and you're just, you're playing a game with your family, with your kids. In this, this VR world, we're just like right there on a brink to like connect cryptocurrency with that, and then boom, like it's just a blow up. Like it's just a I told you so situation. Like we're right there.
I always say that the person who manages to properly like monetize and NFT-atize, whatever the word I'm looking for is, like the first player shooter or like FIFA, Pro Evolution Soccer, like will absolutely clean up. And once one does it successfully, that's all it needs. All the other major game studios are going to FOMO in.
Yeah, you're definitely starting to see it. That was a new store that popped up in a place my wife and I like to go out to dinner. Sometimes I get a little shave at that place. You can drink some scotch, and you sit down and you get a shave, and then like right next door, I was like, oh shit! Like what is this place? And you just got people playing games, and there's just so many different types of games. They had Squid Game, so you could actually play Squid Game with other people around the other different locations that they have, so they would all be in there at one time playing Squid Game live. Like it was pretty crazy. You guys look frozen.
I don't know whether I presume it's probably us who are waking up.
You're still there? Hold on,
what does Squid Game entail live?
Hi? You guys hear me?
It is, yeah. We're our Wi-Fi is a little bit unstable just because we're using the Wi-Fi. We're using a hotspot, but we heard most of what. No, we're back. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're just frozen a little bit, and there you go. He's gone. So while we're waiting on him, let's check out the chat here. I'm seeing Haru. You guys are dominating the chat right now. This is crazy. Haru. Oh my gosh. Haru is out here like no other. Proof of memes. Absolutely. Hit visuals. Proof of memes is going to smash it, in my opinion. 100% one of the most, I gotta say, by far the most underrated layer 1 blockchains that is out right now. This thing is going to do massive numbers. I'm calling it. I've been calling it since the beginning. Proof of memes smashes it. Let's see who else we got in the chat here. We got Roller. Still waiting for Roller to do a little something else. I need something to do more. I need Roller to do more. let's see here. Playback well. Why do I think VEMP is going to do well? The reason for it is it's very similar. Is Jake on? Hold on a second. It's very similar to Cult. It's like Cult for the metaverse. And as I said earlier, just the fact that I think that a bunch of games are going to go crazy. These shops are popping up. The first one, it could be the VEMP game. Maybe VEMP is planning something out like this. We don't know. But what I'm saying is the fact that VEMP is just taking a piece of each and one of every single one of these coins, there is no doubt in my mind that just like there's something that's going to pop off for Cult, something's going to pop off for VEMP. And if you're compounding VEMP, you're going to be taking advantage of that. That's simple. If you like Cult, there's no way you can't be bullish on VEMP. Oh, there y'all go.
We're back.
You guys are back. Did you guys hear me the whole time?
Yeah, we were on Jake's phone. I was telling Jake's extremely bullish alpha, which I obviously can't repeat on camera where it's recorded, but it's very, very good.
I heard it, and it's we can't say it. Well, is it done yet? Is it confirmed?
It depends which part you're talking about.
It's bullish news for VEMP. I'll say that right now. Very, very.
I don't even know. Come on, man. I don't even know.
You don't
How Jake get the alpha? And the Moon King can't get the alpha, man.
Maybe because I took a trip to London to meet him in person. He said, "Hey, let me give you the alpha because you got the invite. You got the invite, B-Roots."
Touche.
You got the invite.
I do. The funny thing is, I do have the mother-in-law in town, but she leaves today. I've got the concert tomorrow. It was tough. If you gave me like another 2 or 3 weeks of notice, I would be sitting there right now with you guys. But couldn't do it. Couldn't pull it off.
No, we know that. And look, we're getting spammed by Haru. I always hit the pull up the comments when they come up. What the hell is a Haru, B-Roots? I remember you doing a Haru yell one time. Like,
Haru!
What the hell is this?
Tell you what, we couldn't do that where we are here.
That's why we couldn't bring B-Roots, because people would be getting.
I actually said that when I was in the elevator up. I was like, hey, as a British person, I would die of like embarrassment of you going, "What's up?" I'm like, "There's like 50 people."
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? That'd be awesome. That'd be classic right there. That'd be classic B-Roots. But then once the camera's off, I take off my stuff and they'd be like, what the hell just happened? Pineapple
There we go.
Steph.
Shout out to Pineapple Steph. Thank you for joining. Shout out to Comet. Wow. Hold on. $100 donation from my guy Comet Calls. Dosa Will Moon. Dosa Pass coming out pretty soon. It's going to be a huge project. Comet Calls, great influencer, great friend of mine. Thank you for the $100 donations. Dosa Pass. Do you know what Dosa is yet?
Are they launching on Unicrypt?
Are you guys launching on Unicrypt? I know it's there's a pre-sale coming out, but you have to check out Dosa Pass and shout out to our guy Comet Calls. Now, Dom, I want to take it to you while we have everybody here. What are some of the latest VEMP updates? Obviously, we saw the Sandbox game. You guys were on the Sandbox game. We saw today, I believe, you guys announced the BitGet deposits, right, to get listed on BitGet. And any other news that you want to hear, feel free to share it now with the people.
Only give away so much alcohol in the stream, but
True.
Yeah, there's plenty in the pipeline. It's all about waiting for the right market. To be honest, we are listing on BitGet. We'll be able to get the deposit to this competition absolutely nailed. For the deposit, $100 of that, it could be like $10. And that's BitGet, whole market in the world. Based on community out there. With them, actually different bits of it, none of which I can actually tell you, but it's good. It's going to be very good, and you also have 3, so therefore you don't have to worry about just one of them coming in. You got weird from that there, but yeah, stay tuned. Plenty ready, especially when we come out of the bottom of this.
So, are you waiting, like as a developer? Because I always wonder, like the market's not looking good right now. It's probably not looking good in the future. As a developer, like, do you wait? Are you waiting for more favorable times to roll out some of these launches and products and exchanges?
To be honest, it's hard to say because I mean, you guys will probably see it, especially in the low cap space, how like anything that goes up, just it's so hard to break it up and out now because literally everyone just takes the green when they see it. And stuff that would go from like, you know, low cap 100K to like 5 million, it just stops at like 500 or like 1 million, or like, you know, proper utility projects that could go, you know, we were over $500 million at bull run, and now we're down to like 5 million. But such opportunity there for people who are smart enough to actually, you know, go what they're looking for. But yeah, I mean, it is a balance. You don't want to look like you're not doing anything. You want to keep some news coming, but at the end of the day, you don't want time, you know, really good news for bear market. You know that it's not going to have the same impact that it would do. It won't reach as many people because there aren't as many participants in the market. So it's all about balance, really.
Yeah, so like a Binance listing in a bear market really doesn't do much compared to a Binance listing in the peak of a bull market.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Dude, Binance, something like Binance has to be saved. Has to be saved for the end. Main reason is like that's just
do amazing no matter what.
Yeah, Binance would do great.
Yeah, have to. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things like your Binances, your Coinbases, your FTXs. They're the powerhouse. That's the news of the news. You know, when it comes to listings, they're the big boys. So
that's like once you're on Binance, completed it, mate.
Yeah, you did it. You've done it. It's like, what else is
That's it. That's all you have to do. There's nothing else. That's it. We made it, guys.
We did it.
That's funny. And I see a lot of people here for proof of memes as well. There was a funny comment. Oh, yeah, B-Roots, this is a question of the day. I don't know if I'm going to find it. There's so many comments. We're getting spammed by Haru so much. Here's the comment. When Moon King DAO? When can we expect to see a Moon King DAO? People want to know.
Moon King DAO. Oh, man. You guys are going to pick the place for me? I don't know about that. I mean, I would say if it one day pops up on Dex Tools, maybe B-Roots will be a fan of Moon King DAO. Now, please don't be giving me 0 out of 100 on Dex Tools. Please don't have this crappy website. Please don't have this crappy logo. If you're going to rep Moon King DAO, please do me good when it comes.
There's probably about 100 honeypots being built right now.
Yeah. Moon King DAO. B-Roots DAO. Moon King DAO. But B-Roots, I'll be honest. I give you a lot of shit, and you throw it back. We have a good friendship, though. I think at our core, we have a lot of disagreements, but we have a good friendship. But I will say this on a live stream. You have made some good calls over the past 21 days, right? Proof of Means was doing well. Kramer was doing well. There was a few other ones that did well, and I have to give you your credit, man. You've been making some good calls over the past couple of days.
Memecoins, Mikaboshi, Memecoins.
That rug, didn't it? Wasn't that the rug that you were showing 3 months ago?
Came back from the dead like the Undertaker and
no,
just
it did not.
pulled out. Yes, it came up and hit a $1 million market cap.
Tell you what, I actually saw. I don't know what it was, but it was related to the other one. It begins with a G, and I've actually bought it. I don't know what it was, but it begins with a G. It's like called like Uriah or like something like that. And apparently it's like linked to like Memecoins. I think I'm like the 10th top holder now, but I just ate it.
He just ate.
Dom apes. Dom, honestly, Dom is one of my friends, like good friends in crypto, because he'll just send something and I don't care what it is. I just ape it. I just go anytime. Cause he sent me Cult back when there was like 1,000 holders or something. And the market cap was like 50K. So after that, whenever you hit like that, I'm in. And B-Roots has done well as well. But Dom, I want to take it to you. Like, have you always had this degen nature? Like
I've always been a gambling addict, you say.
Have you always been? This is an intervention now.
So it sounds like you guys are going to the casino. Are there casinos in London?
Oh, I tell you what, actually, there's a good. Yeah, we could go. That's a good idea.
There we go.
I think that answered the question.
We have plenty.
Yeah. I mean, like being a stockbroker, like trading derivatives, is like the most it's the most. It's all like leverage trading, so it is like the most. Actually, I think I actually said this to the letter to Jake on our way here. Like my old job as a stockbroker was like the most degenerate traditional finance you could get, like the most like degenerate you could get, and still be regulated business. That was my career. So yeah, it's stuck with me. Love it or hate it.
I think we're all degens at heart, That's what we're seeing with the 𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗧 right now. Like at first I was very against it because of 𝗪𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗘𝗧𝗧, right? Like what happened, I was like, 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧 will never come back. And then 𝗪𝗧𝗧 turned into Luna, right? They came out with a 2.0. And then 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧 was really taken over by the community. And I saw how strong the community is. And like a lot of the people are my friends, a lot of influencers, a lot of people in the space, a lot of degens. And now we're seeing 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧, Binance rejected their 1.2% tax. And then after the community spoke up, probably tagged CZ Binance in hundreds of thousands of tweets, he decided today to implement that tax for 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧, the burn on 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧. So it's like, it all comes down to the community. I think that's what's the most important thing, especially in the community token space, is the community. And we're seeing that with 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧, a lot of VEMP, a lot of different projects.
It opens up like a can of worms a bit for financial exchanges, because traditionally there was one, I remember one of the exchanges that VEMP was listed on, I introduced them to Cult. I have been doing, and they couldn't take it because of the taxation. And what's so good about the fact that Binance have came to this is that now they've done it once, there's no excuse to do it again.
Yeah.
Which is very, very bullish for any token with taxation. So it used to be a known thing that they didn't list tokens
with any tax.
But now that's all flipped on its head.
Wow.
So it's like I didn't think they caved to this. I thought they would almost certainly say no. Otherwise, the can of worms, it's not going back in the box now.
You know why?
Why?
This right here. I think that proof of memes, they're right now doing some statistics, some data on it, and they're going to have to cave sooner or later. And why? They're coming out with statistics that meme coins and these microcaps are the #1 reason why Ethereum, they're the #1 for Ethereum volume. And it's the majority of the volume of Ethereum is that, and they have to cave into that. So they're going to come out with these statistics, and it's pretty bullish stuff. The stuff that I've heard already through proof of memes. It's going to be interesting how that works and how that plays out, because there's some people that have come through the Telegram, like some powerful people that people trust. I'll just throw it out there. Trust type people that have been in and out of the Telegram and giving these metrics. And I think over the bear market, they've come to find that these coins are pretty, like, not only it's just NFTs, it's a lot of these micro caps and these meme coins are it's the volume on Ethereum. So they have to cave in sooner or later. It's almost like with SHIB. When SHIB came out, the volume was so high, they had no choice but to list them all over, because that's what everybody was trading and everybody was talking about. So I just think it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. I mean, you just look at the attention and the exposure. And I really think the main reason, like, look, if you buy Bitcoin right now, and a great scenario for Bitcoin is that it 5x's, right? It hits 100K. Ethereum, maybe 10x, Solana, maybe 20, 25. But it's like, you can buy a community token, a meme coin today, and you have the opportunity to 5,000, 10,000, 20,000x your money. And I think that's just the human nature to be attracted to that. Like, that's why there's so much attention in this space, because you hear the stories about the guy that put $500 into SHIB and turned it into 10 million. He might be on the stream right over here wearing fake Gucci glasses still. But
really?
I had to throw it at you. But it's just like, that's what humans want. You want that lottery ticket. You don't want the safe investment with the 2% return. It's like, you want that quick lottery ticket. And I think you want the thrill. And the meme coins / community tokens, they present you that opportunity. You're going to miss more than you hit, but it's like, you will hit at some point if you continue. I really believe.
Well, what it does, the most important thing that it does, it provides more people coming into the space. It's almost like a gateway drug. You come in because of meme coins. Now you're on utility coins such as like VEMP or Cult or even Ethereum or even Bitcoin, and you collect that amount. A lot of these people who do hit it big probably wouldn't stuck with crypto over the long term with these other coins. So
Yeah.
I believe it is a gateway drug, and it's bringing more people into the space, just kind of how like gaming and Metaverse is doing. It's bringing your gaming industry into the crypto space, and therefore it gets bigger and bigger. It's like a gateway drug, and it's a way to bring, you don't want to be steady in a growing asset class. So the
Absolutely.
more technology, more things that come out, the more community building, the more games, the more everything that comes out, it's all good for the space, as long as it's not a rug pull. As long as it's not a rug pull. Yeah, it's going to increase the space, which is going to make the total market cap go well over 1 trillion, and therefore everyone wins.
Exactly. And guys, we have 111 people in the stream. We're going to do a giveaway on the spot. We're going to do a $100 USDC giveaway. All you have to do is smash the like button right now. vRoots, I don't know how many likes we're at, and share this on YouTube. We're going to be picking someone that smashes the like button, shares it on
45.
YouTube. We're going to do 145 likes. We had 100 people. We need to get to 100, and then we're going to do the giveaway. 100 USDC from your boy Jay Gagan on the spot, because we're having a good time in London, and they made me chug my gin and tonic because you can't have drinks on the balcony. So I think I'm feeling generous. So make sure to smash that like button, guys. Share this on Twitter. Share the YouTube stream. Let's get to 200 people, and let's do it. Look, Steven said, give me VEP. You can convert the USDC into VEP.
There you go.
You can convert it into VEP. It's possible.
You're not getting none of my VEP. You're not getting none of my VEP. You can have my USDC. My VEP is staked.
Exactly.
Compounding VEP.
Nobody wants to give it away.
No one wants to give it away at a 5 million market cap. Maybe at a 100 million, it's like, yeah, sure, you can have some VEP, but it's like at a 5 million market cap. I'm holding it. vRoots never shows Volt love. Damn hater. He's not a hater. He just
I don't own any Volt, man.
There's no name. Maybe I need to send you some.
Yeah, send me some
Volt needs to do a $100 giveaway to vRoots.
Yeah, Volt should do a $100 giveaway to vRoots.
See how much $100 to turn into.
Volted punk.
How about every Volt community member airdrops vRoots $100 worth of Volt? So that's a lot of Volt, because you guys got about 40,000 people.
That is you would be a millionaire overnight, guys. 103 people watching. That's $4 million right there. 65 likes. So keep smashing that like, and we're gonna do that giveaway here. Shout out to our guy Comet with another donation. Shout out to my guy Comet Calls, guys. Make sure to go follow him. Honestly, go follow him right now at Comet Calls on Twitter. I think we're gonna freeze again. No, we're not gonna freeze again. Sorry, our Wi-Fi. Comet Calls on Twitter.
We're at 67.
With the Alien Friends NFT. Comment said, this motherfucker Jake just giving away my money. I know you sent a $100 donation. I'm like, I got to give it away. Now it's a $120 USDC giveaway. Comment, keep them coming, and we'll keep doing it.
The more you donate, the more giveaway.
Yeah, exactly. The more that comes in.
This Comet's giveaway.
Comment. Thank you so much for sponsoring a stream, Comment. Guys, I want to talk about Cult. What new news is going on with Cult? A lot of proposals going out. I saw a Polkadot proposal. That's one of my largest holdings, Polkadot. What other proposals? What's going on in the Cult world right now?
Man, there's a lot of Okay, go ahead, though.
So it's under workshop at the moment, so I haven't checked in to see whether it's been torn apart and shot down. Oh, it's from PDO Finance, and I have to have spaces, but I can't say it quickly because otherwise it sounds dodgy. But yeah, PDO Finance. There we go.
We're back.
It's a very, very complicated one, so I won't try and do it an injustice by explaining it, but it's got very, very clever tokenomics. It's by a guy called Yoda. I mean, that should tell you enough, as it is. But yeah, it's DeFi. It's solving a problem for VCs and for dumping. It's got something in it called a dumper shield, and that is something that a lot of coins are going to need. So I definitely check it out. It's on BSC. But yeah, if you jump.
Oh, you guys are frozen. PDO Finance. Hold on, I'm gonna find this real quick. Y'all gonna try to front run me. PDO Finance. Ah. All right, peeps. Let's get the call outs going. They are frozen again, so we are going to call it out.
Boom,
Kramer.
baby. Come on, baby.
Oh, there they
You
are.
can't
There
get
they
rid of
are.
us. Dude, you can't get rid of us that fast.
So PDO Finance, is that where's that at again? I'm
Yeah.
checking it out right now.
Go ahead.
Tell you what, let me. It's not live trading. It's
Okay.
getting on. It's going to be launching soon. Let me bring up the chat I had
So don't go in it, guys, because they are PDO finances right now, and it sounds like they're a bunch of scams. Do not go in any PDO finance right now. Because I looked at it and I saw them up there, and I'm like, which one did I show up?
There we go. So it's developed by the team at Quantum. Quantum, maybe QONETUM, Quantum Finance. They're a very well-known, well-backed team. I think they've got a token. So yeah, go check that out. Jump into Cult Discord, and there's a channel and a workshop on it right now. To my understanding, it's about getting into full launch, so probably be a decent amount. I don't know like values and launches or anything like that, but very well-established team. And in fact, the founder, he runs chat of 200 venture capital, blockchain venture capital companies. So he's like super well connected. Definitely worth it.
And you said Colt's going to be able to get
vRoots is ready to go. It's a proposal, yeah, for Colt.
It's a proposal, and it will be getting in, before, fingers crossed, before it lists. So it should be like a private investment, OTC, hopefully.
Cool. Sweet. Yeah, I mean,
I'll check it out, Kurt. I'll check it out.
The last proposals that had passed, recently, we got Amplify, a second allocation of Amplify, which is similar to like Hex and Strong, but not as Ponzi-like for Strong. We were able to grab a OTC deal with them, massive discount. I believe it was $73. The price is already standing at like over $100, so we're up on that on our Colt already for that. Polka Dot just passed.
It passed good.
Yeah, Polka Dot passed. Amplified pass, Sandbox. So we just did one for Sandbox pass. Near Protocol, X7, X Fund, Manifold Finance, another X Fund. Man, I mean, this is all money just going out into all these coins. Like,
I know it's
just massive for a Colt.
It's genius, and like people don't understand what's going to come back in the future. It's like people just see the price going down, but it's like you really have to look at $2 million being invested during what is probably close to the bottom. Like imagine during the peak of the next run, just if a few of these hit, like what it's going to do for Colt, the ecosystem, for the stakers, it's going to be big. So I think once people understand, because it is kind of complicated, the ecosystem a little bit for like the average investor, once people understand what is actually going on, they're gonna realize, wow, I need to get Colt because it's down. It's pretty affordable. I've been buying Colt every day. I've been stacking my Colt.
If you try to swing trade the bottom, I have Colt on this screen 24/7. I will wreck you. I'm making the statement right now. Go ahead and try to swing trade the bottom. I am all ready to back the truck up. You will get wrecked.
You've been tweeting it. You've been tweeting you're going to back the truck up. What exactly does that mean? Because people aren't sure what back the truck up means.
Back the truck up.
$2 million out of the treasury. It's going to look like nothing when he backs it up.
No, really, back the truck up means that there's always has to be, when a bottom is created, there's always somebody that's going to get screwed out. And usually it's the person that sells the most. So there's a big wick, and usually someone comes in or multiple people come in and see the opportunity and take advantage of that opportunity. That's usually that last situation where the person is just like, damn, I just screwed up. Or crap, I thought the bottom was, it was going lower. I was going to be able to buy back lower. Those times usually happen during times like this. These are the times you have to be greedy and not be fearful. It's opportunity. It's at all-time, lows for the most part. Right now where we're going lower and lower, it was like 4 or 5 days of pumping. So what that candle says is that big long candle, those people right now are facing a decision. Do I break even? Do I sell? Or do I sell with a little bit of profit? Or do I believe in this system and I'm in for the long term? And because it's such a long candle, when you look all the way to the left, there's a lot of opportunity for people to pick up cheap coins that they like. And that's what that candle represents. Yep. So when I see that candle, that long candle, and people try to trade it or people try to sell it, there's some people waiting and watching. So if it comes, it comes. Don't be upset, because most likely you'll either be buying back a lot higher when you see all these coins that we take profit and 50% of Cult is burnt, and then the other 50%
it will go to the treasury, so you don't want to discourage them too much.
Yes, you too. You're only helping out the whole process for us to go invest more. So. But,
hey, B-Roots, we're at the 36-minute mark, and people want you to say Haru. Can we get a Haru howl for the people?
Gosh, man. Yeah, don't stop. Haru.
I think it's just good for the
community,
stream,
man. Yeah, it's good.
It's just 10x after the Haru yell. So
let's have a little fun here. Everyone's giving their like top 3. I see Manny the Whale just put $20 in. Bring his tweet up.
Shout out to Manny the Whale. Thank you so much, Manny the Whale. He said, "VEMP, Cult, and Revolt are game changers. Only real utility in DeFi. Every $1,000 invested now will be worth $1 million later." Really? That's pretty bullish. That's pretty crazy. Better believe it. Dominic Ryder, the founder of vEmpire DAO and VEMP token, is an absolute genius. I would agree.
My head is big enough.
He is very intelligent, though. We've been chatting all day. It's like he understands markets. He understands the world. It's like he's very tapped in, very intelligent. So
let's play a game. Because we're at 85 likes, and I know we got 118 people. Now we can get that to 119 people. So top 5 coins, Jake. Ooh.
Top 5 coins?
Yeah, top 5 coins.
Okay.
No order.
Well,
Just no order.
I'm taking the. I have a pretty conservative approach, like mostly conservative approach in my investments. So, number 1 for me, Ethereum, long term. Number 2, Solana. Number 3, Polkadot. And I have more in the blue chip, but I'll go altcoin meme coins. Actually, let me go blue chips and then I'll do meme coins if that's okay, because they're such different. Yeah, there's such different sectors, but I'll go. You know what? I'll stay there. Ethereum, Solana, Volt Inu, Cult Dao, vEmpire. There's my top 5. That's truthful.
Should I put Dom on the spot?
I'm going to go, obviously, VEMP.
Number 1.
Cult Revolt, easy. All day long.
And 4 and 5? And they can be blue chips. Let's hear 2 blue chips that you like.
Yeah, 2 blue chips.
Ethereum,
number 1.
Ethereum.
And what about like a competitor, if you had to choose a competitor for Ethereum?
I hate Solana, unfortunately.
Why? All right, guys, I'm jumping.
Yeah!
I shouldn't really say that.
Why do you hate it?
I just don't like the downtime. I think I don't like the fact that it's we are illuminating.
The sun is coming out. We might have to.
I think that if I had to go for a fifth, it'd be Bitcoin.
Yeah. Over
What was
Solana.
that? I didn't hear the last one.
Bitcoin, B-Roots.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta go with the granddaddy of them all. But me,
That's so bright.
I'm not a large cap guy, so I'm very risky when it comes to it. So
You're very risky.
I'm very risky.
Very, very risky.
So I'm gonna go with Cult Dao.
We gotta block it.
Oh, Cult Dao.
You're good. We're listening.
VEMP. Cult Dao. VEMP. Amplify.
Now
we're listening.
Proof
We're
of
just moving.
memes. Proof of memes. They popped up out of nowhere. They weren't there, but they popped up. Proof of memes popped up because I do think that is something, a good narrative to go with. And then my fifth would have to be the one that's not released yet is Pulse Chain. I think that's probably my large cap. When it comes out right off the bat, it's going to be a large cap. So that would be my five.
So, and only one of us did Revolt get mentioned from Dominic. I've been buying Revolt too. Should I stop B-Roots? You didn't mention it as a top five.
No,
Top six, top
when you
seven?
say, here's the thing. When I say
it's a
Cult,
good buy right now, in my opinion.
Well, no, when I say Cult, I automatically
Revolt.
include Revolt with it because it's an ecosystem that's literally working intertwinable. So I don't look at it as two separate coins. I just look at it as literally the same thing. So if you want to put it as a separate coin, yes, I would probably say it probably lies in my six. But I truly do not look at Revolt as a separate coin.
I like that. And I know that we're on a stream right now, but guys, everybody in the chat, put your top five out of blue chips, community tokens, put your top five here. We'll pull the best ones up. And if you can't see me and Dominic, it's because the sun decided to come out. I look like I'm glowing.
Gosh, your white t-shirt is like blind.
But I'm looking over here and I see the clouds coming. Like the clouds are about to
so you guys can't go the other way?
No, because it's still
no, because you won't be able to see the screens, so it wouldn't matter.
I actually look like I am and glowing. I look like
Dom is just glowing so
yes.
See, I'm like the blue guy, but pure I am pure light.
This is so good.
It's like these two guys from heaven just popped down into our stream.
Well, you asked the two gods, the two angels, their top five, and as soon as we start talking about it, we start glowing here. Look what the chat's saying. We have a lot of people saying their top five. We have a.
I'm sure that's Goo God right there.
BNB, Goo God. What's Goo God?
That's
Volt,
the
Volt,
Betty.
Volt.
Wow.
And Volt. Here's a good question that just came up, guys. Ask some questions in the chat. Let's just ask this is on the spot from Evan Phils Daniel to the CEO and founder of VEMP. Do you think, and I'll give you a timeline of the next decade, do you think that VEMP can reach a 1 billion market cap?
We were at 0.6 billion market cap.
600 million?
600 million market cap.
Oh, then in the next cycle then. Sorry, let me rephrase that. The next cycle, do you think that VEMP can reach a 1 billion market cap?
Easy. Easy. That is not a goal for us. That's we're looking past that. That's only a 40% up from our all-time high. And we launched August last year. So we got to that by November within our first 3 months.
Wow.
Then
it's insane.
Since January, market was down only. So that was that's going to be fingers crossed.
I'll give this. You guys heard me say on multiple streams, on multiple YouTube videos, that if the coin is working during the bear market and it keeps the community growing, at the very least, a 3.5x over its previous all-time high. At the very least. That has been the history of altcoins.
We look so much better now.
That's because I just started talking.
So much better. We look like fools.
So a 3.5x over its previous all-time high is the minimum that I see. And that's why when I see something back down this low and I look at the all-time high and I see like, wow, that's nothing but opportunity. That's why I'm bullish. Just if you just want to go on price action alone and you see what they're doing and understand what they're doing during this whole time, you'd be, it's not financial advice. I'll just put it that way. You'd be stupid though. Not financial advice, financial guarantees is what 𝗪𝗧𝗛 gives out. And they're frozen again with the biggest cheese I've ever seen in my life.
What happened? You're eating cheese?
You guys are
like
frozen. Your cheese, you guys are both like this.
That's so good. We're having fun. We were having fun right there. I forget, 𝗪𝗧𝗛, you were chatting those. You were on a good point.
What's up?
Please don't. It's public in Britain.
No, I can't do the Haru thing. They want me to do the Haru yell. I wouldn't do that though.
So Jake, you are a gin and tonic person. Dom, what is your drink?
In London.
In London.
I don't drink.
You don't know drinks.
I don't drink.
Not even a.
I was.
It was like a.
We can hear you. You froze. I think you just paused.
Not even.
Oh.
Maybe you were to say back in the day.
Yes.
Back in the day, it was real ale. Like London Pride, Doom Bar. I don't know if those mean anything to anybody. But yeah, like not lager. I was always into like real ale here in the UK. I used to drink those for very long. I was working in the city, and give it up. Well, I've got this angelic glow now. Lack of alcohol.
Nice.
That's why I got these tired eyes from too much alcohol in Europe.
Yeah.
Too much partying here. They go too late, 𝗪𝗧𝗛.
Oh, I know. It's because they eat dinner at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, 11, 12. I ate dinner at the other night, and my laptop might die soon, so we're going to switch it to the phone in just a bit. But we are approaching the hour mark.
We're sitting at 90 likes. People smash the likes if you haven't already. Smash the likes.
I think so. Well, there we go.
Well,
for 1 minute, we're being taken inside. So.
Just for 1 minute or in 1 minute?
Said just for 1 minute. Right, we'll be back in a minute.
Let's just pull this up here. We're going to pull this one out.
Okay.
All right. Can you still hear us, 𝗪𝗧𝗛?
Yeah, you're good, man.
All right. I'm going to take this down. Boom.
That's actually a way better picture.
Yeah, maybe we should have stayed on this. But we'll continue here.
Only problem is I can't see Dom, so.
I got a little bit of an echo though.
No, it's good on mine.
No, we're gonna bring him in. We're gonna grab a seat.
Okay, cool.
Are they close?
Actually, the volume's better too, man.
All right, we'll stay like this.
I saw that.
And we'll be good to go. I think if you saw that, everybody else did. So. All right. Can you hear us? There we
It's 𝗪𝗧𝗛 voted. Yeah, this is actually better sound than it was. Push it back a little bit though.
Hold on, we're gonna.
Dom's not in the picture.
I know. I gotta connect the audio for us right here. So
I think we were on somebody else's AirPods then.
No, we were on
There you
my computer.
Like the volume is actually way better.
I'm hearing so many different things.
No, we're going to be good. So you can hear us okay, 𝗪𝗧𝗛?
Yeah, it's perfect.
You can hear him?
I can hear.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here live, the Jake Gagan and Dom show with 𝗪𝗧𝗛 here. I don't think they're kicking us out. Why'd they close the balcony for an hour? Do you know? For a minute?
I have no idea. Hopefully nothing bad.
Yeah, but we're here, guys, at the Skyloft, drinking gin and tonics, having a good time. Guys, we have about 12 minutes left on the stream. What important news should we cover? We talked about VEMP. We talked about the updates. We talked about Cult. We talked a little bit about Loan C. Let's talk about the market. I think that's good. Let's all give our thoughts and predictions
Don't want to hear mine.
where
You want to get depressed.
we don't want to hear it then. On where this thing is going. 𝗪𝗧𝗛, we'll start with you. Have we hit the bottom?
I am going to be the opposite all the time of the crowd, and I do believe that we did hit the bottom. I think it is in. I think we're doing what the best case scenario that we can do. And the best case scenario is literally just hover at the bottom, up and sideways for the next 2 to 3, maybe 5 months of accumulation. So it is boring.
Super boring.
I think right now what we're dealing with is capitulation through time, not necessarily through price action. I think a lot of us are so used to in crypto is capitulation through price, and we have never seen in crypto capitulation through time. And I think that's what we're dealing with right now. I do think that the Fed rate had its highest, was the last one. I don't think we'll see a 0.75. If we do see one again, I would be surprised. But leading into the elections, I think that there are going to be some announcements that Americans love to do during election time. I think there will be it wouldn't surprise me if the next rate is 0.5. And because I believe that the markets are future looking, you'll start seeing the market go up or chill sideways. Once again, that's actually bullish if you're in accumulation mode. But how that goes all the way, that all goes away if we break a new low. I don't think that's going to happen. Now, if we break a new low, when I say break a new low, you can swipe a low. So we can go down to 17.5, 17.4, test it out, and then kind of go back up. But when I'm saying like new low, that's my next target of that 15.5 to 16.5 area. If we don't go there and then bounce right back up, back over the 300-week moving average, then probably Dom's case is happening. And I don't want Dom's case happening, so I'm remaining bullish. I am accumulating at these prices, and the reason why is, as I said through my YouTube video, as I said through many spaces call, I do believe in the 300-week moving average. I do believe that traditional market people are in crypto now. And I do believe that they look at the 300-week moving average. Since the history of all tech stocks, the 300-week moving average has been where a lot of bounces have been at. Obviously, we bounced off of it in June. If we do go below that, that is nothing but opportunity. If you look at any tech stock, Google, Amazon, Facebook, anything since the 1990s that is popular, when the 300-week moving average, when it went below the 300-week moving average, it bounced right off.
I swear to God, the NASDAQ broke it
it did.
It broke below it.
No, not the 300. Not the 300.
I swear it did. I'm going to check.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, B-Roots.
It is nothing but opportunity.
It might be the 200. It might be the 200.
Yes, has to be the 300. No,
I'll check.
It's way below. It's way below because the bounce off the 300 was the COVID crash. So when the COVID crashed, it just wicked below it and then it bounced right off of it. We haven't came close to the lows yet. If we go back down there in the traditional market, Bitcoin will create new lows. So the 200-week moving average is what everybody looks at. The opportunity in all traditional markets has always been the 300.
We're looking right now, man. We're live on the stream.
I looked at it yesterday. The 300, it bounced off of the 300 for the COVID crash.
Gotcha.
It's about that.
What I've been seeing, it's like no one really knows where we're going. I'll be honest. Like B-Roots thinks the low is in. BitBoy Crypto thinks we're going lower. Dom is going to give his thoughts in a second. Let's ask the chat though. We have 100 people in the chat. Just say yes or no. Do you guys think that the bottom is in? Yes or no? Let's just get a pulse of how people are feeling. Do you think the bottom's in? Yes or no? Let's get a pulse of how people are feeling.
looking bearish at me.
Did you hear that, B-Roots, or no?
What's up?
Did you hear what I said, or was it cutting out?
No, I heard you, but I didn't know Dom said. I heard Dom said. I didn't know what he said.
Oh.
I'm just tapping on my phone to get all of the pluses because I have to add days manually. So it's got 200 more clicks, and then
Oh man. A lot of people say it's 50-50. I think it truly is like 50-50. Like it's.
We got no's, yes,
Which
no,
is good.
Yes,
That's very
Steven
good in my
voted yes
opinion.
9 times though.
I'm on 260. Let's see.
A lot of no's. Shido pumping hard is what somebody said.
I
Shido.
think I've messed it up after all of that. Because this has it at 4,000 on the Nasdaq, so that can't be right.
Nah,
Tell you
it's
what, I'm gonna
definitely
come
not.
and,
Yeah, it's definitely not out.
I'm going to come and I'll have to go and save that for another day.
Well, let's ask you your opinion though, Dom. Your thoughts on whether the bottom is in or not.
You don't want to hear mine. Definitely not.
No, I want to hear it. We gotta hear it.
There's
This is part of the
like,
crypto show.
the stock market is what I mainly look at, just because it's what I've sort of drawn on and studied for ages. And there's no bear market in history has ever bottomed without the VIX being above 35, and it got to like 32 yesterday, and that's like the lowest bear market ever. This is the quickest that they've ever risen rates ever in history. The European Central Bank, the last time they raised interest rates by 0.5%, caused a sovereign debt crisis, and they've raised them by like 1.75. I think that your case is based on a happy America, but there's a lot of the world and a lot of global exposure, and a lot can go wrong from contagion from other areas. And I think that's what people aren't considering. Everybody likes to look at their own sort of like net or sphere of like, you know, what they're comfortable with. And I think people forget that all it takes is like one hedge fund in like Asia sneezing, and it just goes and spreads, and then eventually it can just domino. So history isn't on our side that we've bottomed yet, and the US dollar has never been this high without causing some monumental screw up somewhere. And the bond market, I said this to Jake earlier, the bond market, up until this year, the most the bond market had ever lost in an annual period was 2.9%. This year it's 22%. Like, it is mental. Anyone who doesn't know how like all areas of finance work, like what is happening right now in the bond market is like cataclysmic. It does not happen. It's never happened before, and it's 10 times worse than it's ever been. So somebody is taking the other side of that trade. You know, somebody has been long in that since it dropped to like 2.9, thinking, oh, it can't go any lower,
Correct.
and it's gone 10 times lower. So yeah, it's history is not on the bull's side. I would love to go into a bull market tomorrow, but I don't think we will.
So do you think that it's possible, based off of your scenario, because I'm not denying anything of what you say. Obviously, it's driven by statistics and what's actually history. So I'm definitely not denying that. The part where I can see how what America loves to do is prop up those markets. Now, in a scenario where in a situation where my scenario comes true, doesn't necessarily make it bullish long term. Because I could see them doing that and knowing that on the other side of that is going to be even more catastrophic.
Well, there's two options. Again, we were speaking about this earlier. So the Fed and any central bank has three options. They can either lower interest rates, print money, or the final like step, if nothing else works, is yield curve control. So negative interest rates were first tried by the Japanese. They didn't work to boost the economy, so they tried yield curve control. And right now that is destroying them because they're printing trillions of yen every single month, and it's wrecking the economy because they have to print money, which devalues the currency in order to support the interest, but they're printing money, which is causing inflation. So it's like a catch-22, and it's just circling out of control. It's a disaster. So right now, they're going to raise interest rate side.
All you want by
Hold on, I'm not hearing you guys. I'm not hearing you guys. Yep. Oh, I might. So you're going in and out. Oh, we were just getting to the good stuff. We were just getting to the good stuff.
You can hear us now.
Hold
Hold
on.
on. Let's just.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you now.
All right, we're good. Back to where we
Okay.
were, if you remember.
So, like I was saying about how, demand and supply side inflation. Demand, you can make people poor all you like, and that will stop inflation on the demand side, but you can't undo, decades of Russia and China reliance for cheap manufacturing and energy. So if that inflation persists, then what do you do? Well, if you crush the people on the demand side, then they will demand from their politicians for them to do something, but they can't do anything. So they go to the Fed and central banks and say, can you do something? They said, well, printing money and cutting interest rates is what got us here in the first place. Politicians will say, well, we don't care, we look bad. So then they turn it back on, which makes the situation worse.
Yes,
All they can do is kick the can down the road. So there's
Correct.
either, in my opinion, you either have the collapse of modern monetary theory now, or you have it later. But every time they kick the can down the road, they're just escalating the
worse.
problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. Basically, it's just the test is how angry do people get in order to sway the politicians, to sway the central banks, and will the central banks, because these aren't government institutions, they're private institutions.
Private is,
They aren't-
yeah.
So will they actually say to the government, okay, yeah, we'll do that for you, knowing full well the disaster that it allows for? So yeah, I mean, it's not pretty either way. Like if we get back into the bull run, it's only going to be short term. I don't need this anymore. Yeah, I mean, we've got all we can hope for really is them to turn the money printer back on, and we all go up on the bull run. And if we do, everybody make as much money as possible, because when it ends, like
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
It's going to be so bad. So if they turn the printer back on, make as much money as possible, any way you can, because it's the last time.
And one question on that, like if you like just advice to yourself, right? They turn the money printer back on, we go into a bull run. What should yourself and maybe other investors, but only yourself we're talking about here, like what's the best strategy there? It's like you make a lot of money on community tokens, Ethereum, Solana, cash out into USDC, or is that still a threat? Like cash out to USD? What would you say?
So I've been buying three things at the moment. I've been doing my classic, degenning into like stuff that takes my fancy. Can't say no. It's my addiction after all. And the only other two things I've been buying is one, a safe, and two, as much physical gold and silver as I can. I am doomsday prepping right now. That is my take on the markets. Wow. I mean, I really, really hope that I am wrong, but I just don't see how I can be. Not to be arrogant, it's just like I cannot work out. Again, another thing I said to Jake earlier, if I had to write a book of like the worst possible scenario of like bad things that could happen at once, I wouldn't have even be able to write it as bad as like it currently is, with everything going on in the world. So yeah, I mean, I think that they've got one last hurrah maybe of like print some money. Let's try and like contain this, but central banks are panicking. Like it is everywhere. You can see that they are trying to settle markets and they can't.
I am right with you as far as the one last hurrah. That's what I've been telling my community is like, hey guys, I got maybe one cycle left in me. That's what I mean when I say that. Like, I just don't. I feel that can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I feel that we're right there at the edge of just like like something crazy going on that's like you thought COVID was bad, like it's going to get even crazier. I personally was thinking that they delay it. And my time frame that how they delay it, and I think what you were saying is kind of we're on the same page as far as that. As far as if they delay it, it's going to be even worse. And that's where that's the kind of the ballpark I'm going with, mainly because of being election year and they want to say everything is okay. And I have a feeling that's the mentality they're going to give people. Everything is okay. But on the other side, people aren't realizing the destruction that's coming after that. So I'm actually on the same part on you with that, like, hey, I think they delay it to like 24, 25, 24, 20, 24, 2024, 2025. That is going to be a destruction of a delay. But in that meantime, I actually have been convinced by a gold bug to collect gold also on the other side of that. And I don't own a single ounce of gold. I'm playing it to where that happens. A lot of my stuff, 10, 20% is going into that. I am going to go into Bitcoin just in case that does kind of take over. That speculation part does take over. And then a lot of my strong plays in crypto is it's going to be gold, Bitcoin, and real estate. Just those three things.
Yeah. I mean, I'd agree about the midterms, but I mean, it's like there is no more leverage once that's done. Like they're draining the oil reserves in a desperate bid to get inflation to look good before November.
Correct. Yeah.
And then they're going to go after November, and suddenly they've got like the oil that they're draining out is from prior to the Iranian Revolution in the 80s. Like it's like oil that's been held for so long because no one's ever been stupid enough to get rid of it. But the only reason they're doing it now is to try and look good for inflation. After that, they've got to buy it back. Like they need to buy it back, and people are going to front run it because they know it's got to happen. So they'll pump it, and then you're left in a situation where what do? Do you buy it at a huge loss, or? And yeah, I just don't see. I would love for everything to get bad enough, quick enough that they turn the printer back on before November. But after November, the political pressure eases a hell of a lot in the US anyway. There's no you don't have anyone to answer to for another 2 years, and so much changes then that they're not going to take any risks. So if it gets bad enough in October, sure, I could see that scenario, and then we might not drop too much. Bitcoin's held up fairly well last week. I would have expected us to retest the lows last week, and we didn't. So yeah, I mean, a very short window, I think, where I would agree with you, but I'm pretty sure that it will go lower.
So I'm gonna give another scenario that I said. 2 scenarios that I said is good for crypto. I was about to say I was upside down. That I do think will come sooner rather than later. The first scenario is Donald Trump coming back into office and America going crazy over it. I see that being a potential happening. Do I agree with it? I'm libertarian, so I'm not going to get into all that. So, my thought process, I'm not going to get too politically over that. And I think what happens is, this is what happens every single time in America. If you guys don't know, if you guys are from America, the battle between Americans start in about 6 months. It's going to be, the riots are going to start, the fighting is going to start, the talks between people, Republican versus Democrats, going to start, and this is what they're doing, this is what we're going to do, we need to get these markets back up, this is how we do it, blah, 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 blah. And usually, 2023 is like a sideways type deal. It's going to be very interesting. I don't know.
I mean,
It's going to be
it looks
interesting. It's
good,
going to be
doesn't
very
it?
interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how
future
this all plays out.
Looks like awful.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like nothing.
Either
like
way, we're on the same page. Yeah, we're all on the same page saying that, hey, however this plays out, whether it's
the problem
2
is
weeks from now or it gets delayed, it's not good.
half of me wants to because the problem is when they turn the money prints back on, it will inevitably help people who own financial assets, whether that's gold, silver, whether that is stocks, crypto, but it will lead to the exact thing it led to last time, which is massive wealth inequality, because people who don't own the capital, or the businesses, people who don't own investments, people who don't have spare income to speculate, they will get left behind. The poor will get poorer and the rich will get richer. And again, it just means that the next time this all happens, people are going to be angry. People are going to be. So half of me thinks, to be honest, we sort of need. I mean, people aren't really angry enough, are they? So, it's just I'm very bearish on life.
Well, I can tell you in America, we're not. The thing is the mentality of Americans, for the most part, is in a everything is going to be okay mentality. So, what made America uncomfortable?
Okay. We'll wrap this up in 2 minutes.
What made America uncomfortable was what happened after, the C word. I don't want to say it on the stream so you don't get kicked off, but the C word, after that happened, that's when people got real pissed off. And you saw that getting that. But here's the thing. Half of America was not pissed off because they felt it needed to be done. The other half was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. And I think that's the issue, is that there's not enough where everybody gets pissed off, because half believe this is what should go on, and the other half is like, what are you guys thinking? This is ridiculous that we're doing this. So it's like I said, once again, it's going to go back to the mentality, and I think it has to be complete destruction for both parties to say, this is wrong. This is crap. This is BS. So either way, all we can do is keep being the crypto kings and keep doing our thing, and try to support one another.
Always activity in the small caps. Always some money to be made there.
Yes.
That's why in the bear market, honestly, you wouldn't believe some of these really huge VC companies who I know, and you wouldn't believe the type of people who love to ape into Bitcoin.
Really?
Honestly, it's mental. And the problem is in a bear market, it's the only thing going on. All of the VC deals, nobody is launching because everybody wants to have a perfect launch, and so everyone keeps pushing their launch back, and they keep wasting good times looking for perfect times. Then they launch, and as soon as they do, everything tanks, because obviously they're waiting for everything to rise and people to get confident again. And as soon as that happens, that's when that's when it pulls back. So everyone launches at the peak, and then gets scared and delays their launch at the thing. So in the meantime, people do what they do to make money, and they look at small caps and stuff that they can, speculate on and just gamble on. So, it's DGen is alive and well.
I'll give a small little story real fast, and I know you guys gotta go. But I invested in a polka dot parachain called Nodl. I got in a year and a half ago, $12,500 of my money I put in, and they've been delaying the whole time for the bull market. They launched 2 weeks ago. My $12,500 is literally worth $100.
Oh man.
Wrecked.
Like a rug
I got wrecked like no other. It's a legit parachain on Polkadot. Just got wrecked, and I just sat there and looked at I'm a pre-seller. How did a pre-seller just lose? 99%
Roots,
of his money.
Roots, I think that's a perfect
All
way
right,
to end
man.
it with that that $12,500 to $100 story. We just got kicked out of our table. But I think it's a good stream. We're gonna wrap it up here. Hour 15, live with Dominic, CEO of vEmpire. I think he's almost adopted into the crypto kings.
Absolutely, he's one of us. He is one of us.
And we're missing Ian Heinich.
Don't forget, guys. Thursday at 5 o'clock UTC, the Crypto Kings is doing their altcoin Shark Tank live with vEmpire, and we're going to be on the sandbox in the Metaverse doing the first time ever altcoin Shark Tank Twitter Spaces Metaverse stream. So it's going to be pretty cool. So don't forget about that.
That'll be epic. And I know we did a $100 giveaway, so we'll continue that on Twitter. So I'll announce it on Twitter, guys. So make sure to go to Twitter. We'll do a tweet right now to do that. I can't do it because the laptop died. vRoots, thank you so much for joining. Dom, your final message to the 150 people that joined us today.
You should come over to London. I'll get you into the Sky Garden. Buy VEMP and Cult Revolt.
VEMP, Cult Revolt, and we're here in the Sky Garden. We're gonna have more gin and tonics. Eat some fish and chips.
Why not?
Why not? Eat some fish and chips. We love you guys.
It's my favorite.
vRoots, we will see you soon. Dominic.
Later, guys. Nice seeing you, Dom. Later, guys. They didn't even end the stream on us. So.
And there's still 46 people here. We have to log off now. My computer died, so I had to join on the phone. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you all soon. Peace.